Good morning, students, and welcome in the class of English language. Now we will go through the chapter number 2, that is nouns. Now, students, what is noun? So, here is the introduction of nouns. Yes, noun refers to the name of a person, place, animal, or a thing. A noun may belong to more than one group. For example, I love chocolates. Mumbai is a big city. Now, students, nouns are everywhere. Nouns are words that name animals and inanimate objects. Nouns also name ideas, qualities, feelings, and conditions. So, students, a noun is a word that is used to name an object, substance, or idea. Nouns are naming words of person, things, places, or an animals. Common nouns are the general names of every person, place, thing, or an animal. For example, city, boy. Now, collective noun. Collective nouns are the names of a group or a collection of persons, places, things, or animals. Example, bench, herd. Now, take another example. The zebra strayed away from its herd. So, zebra is common noun and herd is collective noun. Now, concrete noun. Concrete noun is the word that names a thing that can be seen, touched, smelled, heard, or tasted. Take an example. Sitting in my balcony, I enjoyed the view of the mountains. So here, balcony and mountains are concrete nouns. Now come to abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are the names of feelings or emotions which cannot be touched or seen. It can only be felt. Example, happiness, grief, anger. So we can say that an abstract noun is uncountable also. For example, he is a man of wisdom. So here, wisdom is an abstract noun. Now come to the countable nouns. A countable noun has singular and plural forms and can be written with a number. An uncountable noun is a mass noun. It cannot be written with a number before it. Now take an example of countable and uncountable nouns. A bar of chocolate is all I need to feel energetic. Here, bar is countable noun and chocolate is uncountable noun. Now come to the compound noun. A compound noun is made up of two or more nouns combined to form a single noun. So, here is the example of this. We will go for shopping on the weekend. Here, weekend is compound noun. Now, common nouns. Common nouns are the general names of every person, place, thing, or an animal. Example, city, boy. And it can be classified into 4 genders: masculine, feminine, common, and neuter gender. Now take an example. Men are to women as bulls are to cows. Here man is masculine gender, women feminine gender. And in animals, bulls masculine gender and cows feminine gender. Words that are of common gender do not indicate if a noun is male or female. Like agent, child, and baker. Here, all the 3 are common genders. Now, words that are of neuter gender name objects and abstract nouns like hospital, water, and tree. All the 3 are neuter gender and it comes in abstract noun also. So the gender of a word affects other words in a sentence. Example, the cow licked her calf. Here, cow is feminine gender because we have used here her. Now come to the proper noun. A proper noun is a special name given to someone, something, or some place. Proper nouns are the particular names of a person, places, things, or animals. It always begins with a capital letter. For example, New Delhi, Shreya. We can take another example. Is that the Periwinkle English Grammar and Composition workbook? So here, Periwinkle English Grammar and Composition is proper noun. Now here it is the glimpse of gerund. A gerund is a noun made from a verb by adding ing. A gerund can be the subject or object of the verb in the sentence. Take example, hunting is banned in India. Here, hunting is gerund. Now, nouns also name activities. If you can write a determiner before a word, then it's a noun. Take example, the dance was mesmerizing. So here, dance is an activity and it comes after the determiner the. Means determiner comes before dance. So here, dance is noun because the determiner comes before the activity dance. So some words functions as nouns and verbs also. Like take an example, can you bank on a lazy friend to wake you up in the morning? So bank here is a verb. Now if I speak like this, that the bank near my house was looted in broad daylight last week. So here the bank is noun. So students, I have shown you the difference in between the two sentences where the bank is used, and in one sentence the bank is used as a verb and in another one it is used as noun. Now come to an abstract noun. Here opposite of concrete nouns can only be thought of or felt and it cannot be seen or touched. Example, idea, it is thought, and happiness, it is feeling. So abstract nouns are idea and happiness. Now an abstract noun refers to qualities, actions and state of being. Like kindness, it's a quality. Now let's revise all. Noun. A noun is the name of person, place, animal or things. There are 5 types of nouns: common noun, proper noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. Now, a common noun is a name which can be used commonly for persons, animals, places or things. It represents a whole class of its kind. Now take an example. Boy can be used for all boys and dog can be used for all dogs. Now proper noun. Proper noun is the particular name of a common noun like boy, Rajesh, school, Chivi High School, dog, Jackie and pencil, Natraj. Now what is collective noun? A collective noun is the name given to a collection of common noun considered as one group. Like example, an army of soldiers, a band of musicians, a heap of stones and jury of judges. Now material noun. A material noun is a thing which is extracted from the earth or is used to make other things. For example, cotton, wheat, wood, gold, honey, cement, sugar, water, copper, milk, soil, silver, paper, plastic, silk, etc., etc. Now abstract noun. An abstract noun is the name of some quality, action, state, feeling or idea. It's something which we can feel or think about but cannot touch it. For example, bravery, goodness, answer, movement, beauty, strength, freedom, death and sickness. Now remember what we learnt. Noun is a word that contains person, place, things and idea. Now classifications of nouns are there. Countable nouns, things which we can count using numbers, that are countable nouns, and it is in singular and plural forms. For example, a dog, a man and 3 bags. Now sentence formation. Ramesh has 6 pencils. She has 2 dogs. How many friends do you have? Now singular and plural forms. In singular form, if there is one and only one person, place or thing involved, then a and the are used while using them. Like examples, a bus, an orange, etc. etc. Now sentence formation. The bird flew away. A dog is man's best friend. And an apple a day keeps a doctor away. So here the bird, a dog and an apple is in singular form. So the sentence is in singular form. Now plural forms. If there is more than one person, place or thing, how many is used to find quantity of plural form. Singular nouns is changed to plural by adding s, es and ies. Now examples: singular nouns, plural nouns: cow, cows, match, matches, box, boxes and lady, ladies. Now take the example in singular and plural forms. The monkey started eating banana, singular. The monkeys started eating bananas, plural. The bird flew away, singular. The birds flew away, plural. The thief put the jewel in the bag. The thieves put the jewels in the bag. Here it shows the difference in between singular and plural forms. Now uncountable nouns. Things we cannot count using numbers. We can use some or any with them, and they usually do not have plural forms. Now examples: tea, water, sugar. They don't have any plural forms. So we use it in singular. Now sentence formation. This news is very important. I love listening music. Have you got any rice? So here what we learned: countable nouns and uncountable nouns, and singular and plural forms in countable nouns. So here it is nouns. Now we come to the countable and uncountable nouns. The nouns that can be counted are called countable nouns, and countable nouns can be singular and plural forms. Singular nouns represent only one member of their kind or class, like example: class, class, man, girl, etc. Now plural nouns represent more than one member of their kind or class, like classes, men, ladies, leaves, etc. Now uncountable nouns are that cannot be counted. They mainly denote substances which have bulk, and abstract things or ideas like milk, earth, hair, etc. On the basis of gender, nouns are categorized as masculine, feminine, common and neuter gender. Now masculine gender, there are nouns indicating the male members of various species. This is masculine gender. Example: king, man, boy, ox, dog, etc. Now feminine gender, these are nouns indicating the female members of various species. For example: queen, woman, girl, cow, bitch, etc. Now common gender, these are the nouns which do not distinguish between male or female and are common for both. For examples: child, engineer, teacher, etc. Now neuter gender, nouns of this category indicate only lifeless things. For examples: stone, sword, knife, etc. The nouns that cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. So here we have finished the chapter nouns and the types of nouns. Now go through your question answers and exercises, and if you have not understood, so go through the chapter again and listen it carefully. Now students, stay home, stay safe. Thank you students. Bye bye.